be. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now, push and twist.
Push and twist. What am I doing?
Anybody ever see these little green soldiers? And they're walking like this here, like you got a backpack full of whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all have to do that too. Pair up. Get with an individual. Do not use a lot of strength against your partner, but what I want y'all to do, bear hugs, any kind of a grab. May I grab you? Yes. All right. Position, just like a dog. All right. Position here. She's doing real well. You understand?
Yeah.
Do that with your partner. Come on out here, please. We got all kinds of room, so please utilize everything. Try to throw that individual off. Now, did you see what happened? Most of us will practice that. Not in the real world. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Now what you're doing is fighting each other. Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome. Give me a hug. That's what I want to get you to maintain. So mix it up as you go. All right? Yes, sir. All right, now, as soon as you start to fix up, change your Yes, you do. All right. Okay. Yame, that means to stop in Japanese. I'm looking around, and some of you have locked arms. You're only thinking about this. I said, okay. When do you do ground fighting? Oh, every single time, then you're a bad cop. You got to stay up high. If you go down, it should be limited. I don't think you're right. Really? One guy, he had an arm like this, stronger than ours. He had a heart that is gold. Mark Staley. Yeah. So he wanted to push me. It's okay. And before long, he was down because he allowed his ego to get the best of him. Don't allow that to happen. So if you're an individual, put your arms on me. Yes, sir. All right. If you're doing this all day long, well, good. Move off to the side and take that individual out. Well, of course, this is Grandmaster Thomas. He knows where I'm coming from. So we counter each other. He says, "You've done that before." And I got suckered into it. I'm not gonna let you do it again. Which is fine. Which is fine. Because you gotta learn. Number 2 is endurance. What's endurance? Last night, his endurance was challenged from the moment he started saying his name until the very last end of the test. He never once lost breath. He's got an asthma issue. All right? And a lot of times in the studio, he goes through some spasms because of that fact. I push him anyway. When he was fighting last night, I mean, these guys were really putting the bull to him, especially Mr. Bowles. He never let his problem, affect him. How do you increase your endurance? Start jogging. All right? Just walk around the block. If you can't run, say a 4-letter word. If you're not able to run at this point, work yourself faster on the walk. Start a little trot. And then before you realize it, you're busting your keister around that block. Wow, look what I've accomplished. Because if you're going to be pushed, anybody ever been scared? Absolutely. We all have. If you get scared, what happens to your breath?
Start to lose it.
Yes, you do. You will hyperventilate and maybe pass out. Everybody cool with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The third is what? And the reason why I keep asking him, he hates me to call on him. First of all, he couldn't pronounce the word flexibility, and I said, what's the magic word? Flexibility. With Grandmaster Thomas and myself, this guy here, when he comes up and does this, you're going to see how flexible he really is.
Unnatural.
I will not allow him, all right, to use his flexibility against me. I'll do my best not to allow him, I should say. And so, we're going to be at status quo. It just happened to be, he knows me, I know him, I know what he can do, and he doesn't really know all of me yet, but he will. All right? I don't mind being knocked out, been there before, but I have fun playing with him. Unfortunately, he's up in Virginia, I'm down here, so we can't play. Until he comes here, then we can play, all right? So you gotta maintain that flexibility. Throw a kick right here, sir. Okay. Yellow. Round. If you can't squat, and I'm a fat old man, all right? Position here, you just simply drop straight down. You gotta practice your stretching. How many of you religiously practice your stretching? Most people don't. I like your honesty. Yours too. What's wrong with the rest of you? You a master?
No, sir.
So what's your excuse?
I don't have an excuse, sir.
All of your students, I give you permission to point one finger around. Go ahead. Put the other one like this, cross it, and go, shame on you. What's an instructor? Starts with R. What's an instructor? Starts with R.
Role model.
Role model. If we say, all right, what's your first name?
Ricky, sir.
Oh, Ricky Albert.
Yes, sir.
If we say, Ricky, do this. Sir, can you demonstrate? And then, I'm not trying to put anybody down. And then the instructor says, okay, so I can see that you're doing it properly against another individual. I want you to throw a round kick or whatever. What's wrong with that? If you can't demonstrate, how's he going to be enthused? Because I want to grow up to be just like you. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
And I've had a lot of students. I said, okay, because I pulled the same garbage. I want you to do such and such. Can you demonstrate? I sure can. And then you call somebody else out to do it. Well, Master Rankin, I want you to do this for me, would you please? As long as it's diplomatic, sure, I beg your pardon. Didn't mean to call somebody else out, but I'm capable of doing it myself. What do I want to do? I want to build up rapport with my students, my friends. I've got 4 students. That's all I care about. Love with all 4. All right. Got a small studio in my house. I closed up my studio here in town so I could take care of the association better.
5. 5.
5?
You're 5.
4.
He's being sensitive today.
I'm sensitive today. What about me?
4.5. All right. What's number 1? What's the first component? Balance. It's got to be maintained constantly. Number 2, endurance. If you win quickly, you're going to lose the battle. Number 3. Now we have another F. The heck was that F? What was that F? Man, I lost my concentration. Oh, it's focus. Of course it was. How many of y'all compete?
Yes, sir.
Those that do. How many of you, if you do forms, are watching the crowd as you're doing your thing? I do, because I'm a hand. All right, I've got to the point where I can do that. Grandmaster Thomas can do that. These guys can do that. Because we've been stupid for a long time, we learned how to hide those things. But we can look out there and still focus here. when you get a certain amount of years in the martial arts, you develop a sixth sense of other things going on. All right? Okay. Number one is what?
Balance.
Number two is what?
Endurance.
Okay, you guys are going to get on the floor and push each other. And what's number 4?
Focus.
Focus. All right. Number 3?
Flexibility.
Thank you for correcting me. All right. So I want y'all to put all 4 of those bad boys together. All right. And what I'm saying, push an individual, make them work it. All right. Ma'am, are you again?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. If I do all this good stuff here, push me back, push me back, push me back. Ooh, ah. All right. We're all working here. Ooh, ah. Oh, we're gonna rock and roll. Okay. Now she's puffing. Just a little bit, which means your endurance needs a little bit of work. Now, if you're old as me, I should be puffing like that. But I'm not. You understand? All right, everybody cool?
Yes, sir.
Get with your partner, push that individual. If you're barefoot, stay away from the corners of this thing here.
Yes.
Get in the middle or get out there, but stay away from the corner because it rises up. All right, work on those 4, please.
Yes, sir.
Come on. It's okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, focus. You okay? Because if you come here and then come back, here and then up here, come out here. Can we use this with this? Can we use this with this? You okay? There's nothing under there. We're going to take a picture. All right? Oh, catch it. Catch it. What about this one? There you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, I'm sorry. You okay? What happened? Boom! Oh, what about that? Gross! Yummy! Yes! Yummy! I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna knock you out. Stop.
Oh, he doesn't know what yummy means.
You okay?
I don't know what happened.
It's all good though. Hey, I'm breathing hard, I like that. You okay? All right. What I'm doing is applying pressure right here. You would have gone down in a couple seconds. If I was here, your legs would have gone down immediately. I'm being nice guy. Is your hands okay? When you hit an old man straight onto the pecs, you gotta be careful. I may be fat, but part of my body is hard as a rock, as you found out. So, I went beyond the 4, right? Where did that go? What was next? Let's see if they can get it. Here. All right, put your boots up. This hand's gonna hit him right here. This hand's gonna hit him right here. Ready? Nice block. Nice block. Where'd you get it?
On the way back.
Speed. My next shot's gonna be right here. Watch it, right here. I'm gonna hit you here. I'm gonna hit you here. And that's how his feet go. Now this was my bad arm. Speed. Do I need anything else to complement speed? Sir. Straight. Block it and catch it. Oh, okay. Now, is he demonstrating strength? He is? Really? Am I? Not yet, because he can do this. Okay. Block it. Grab it. Cool. I've come up position here. Oh, now I got the strength. At this point here, I can take him down by hitting his nerve. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
I want you all to practice. Thank you, my friend. I want you to practice your speed. And it's easy. I've only done this here for a couple of days anyway. Over 55 years. So, but you gotta be able to start the speed somewhere. All right? What's number one?
Balance.
Number two?
Endurance.
Number three?
Flexibility.
4?
Focus.
And number 5? Speed. And number 6, they complement each other. There are times when you have to have strength, and there are certain times it's not really necessary. Because if you're positioned here, what you do, son? And you want to pop them over here, you got to get past this guy and this guy. Boom! It's over at that point. Block it if you can. Today will be good. When it's going here. Again. Oh, I forgot to look. Oh, there. All right? He can grab and drop me, that's fine. But you got to be able to get there and then manipulate. I practice all kinds of techniques. I've trained a lot. What you do, son? Position here, grab it. I come up like a tiger, and then I simply convert to a Kung Fu style. Am I a Kung Fu expert? No. I claim just a few techniques that I like, and because I'm showing Ruiz, we can absorb. All right, so get with your partner, practice your speed. I mean, practice your speed. If you think you're that good, have that person, fighting stance, tell him or her where you're gonna hit. I'm hitting you right there, right there. But then again, you don't have to be a freak dog. Oh, that's where I told you, what? Have it again, again. All right, block it, son, block it. I like you so off too. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Get with your partner. Work on all 5 of those bad boys. But start off with speed, incorporate strength.
Yeah, speed and length. That's true, it's true story.
Flexibility.
Sir?
However,
No, you're right, so you need to do something. Right? So yeah, hands up, okay. So speed. So if I'm gonna hit you here, then you can block here. Speed. Way back. So right here.
fake it.
Yes sir, yes sir. Here. And here. No, I'm not showing you.
May I?
Yes sir.
All right, you're a strong man. And what you're doing, you're out here, you got the strength building up. Relax the hand. That's going to, because when you do this, it takes forever for you to relax. I'm going to hit you. Ready? I'm going to hit you. Ready? All right. If you're tight, I'm going to hit you.
Yes sir.
I'll leave it slow down.
Right.
You're strong as a friggin' ox anyway.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
All right. Loosen up. So, you're the
Nothing? You're all experts, huh?
Oh, I learned something.
Yes, sir.
I learned that when you distract someone, you can hit them easy.
Oh, yeah.
When you go like that, and you can hit them easy.
If you can fake out an individual, that puts you so much ahead. Now, I don't have to actually do anything to fake out an individual, and I'm not trying to be big-headed, but a lot of people, they come across his yard, my yard, and they're very intimidated. Just because we're breathing. Don't want that to happen. And so I pick on a strong individual, and I pick on people that are not as strong as him. All right? He's very capable. I know that. He can be intimidating. Everybody can. But what you do, you look, I've already picked on you. All right, come on in. Yes, sir. You look at an individual. Watch my eyes. All right? My eyes are smiling at him. I'm going to hit you right here. You believe me? Good. You're a fool. All right? I lie. I lie like an old fox. Now I'm going to go to the chest. Pick a spot. Okay, right there. When did he block me?
I never did, sir.
Well, you did when it was coming away. All right? Actually, he thought this was a puppy. And when I'm here and he's coming back, that's a puppy. That's what he was doing. All right? We enjoy having fun. We really do. These guys as well. Now, last night, if y'all seen this man spar this man with a group of people, his whole persona changed. I saw a side of Brian that I have not seen before, even when I tested him for his 5th degree years back. He fought, I think all 16 came at you. Yeah, that was the entire, 5 he could have run, but there was 16, they wouldn't let him. But he held his own. Last night, the same thing. He was doing his knowledge against his poor defenseless little baby. He never went down. All right? So, may I borrow you again?
Yes, sir.
Put yourself in fine posture. All right? Now, what's the eyes? At this point here, I've already had my eyes and my glasses ruined. All right? What I do, I look at an individual and I can project hate. Can you feel the temperature rising in this room? Is it hot? And you betcha. Here, bam, it's over at that point. I got this close. How close did you see me get? Because, give me for a second. Don't move. Slowly put your fingers between my hand and his face. I can't touch it. What do you feel? A little warm? Mm-hmm. Take it back. All right, now I'm going to change my whole persona. All right, now. Cool. All right, now watch here. All right, that's how I describe it. Thank you. Because I can project. That's called ki or chi. It all depends if you're Asian or non-Asian. Non-Asian, well, I should say, if you're Japanese, it's ki. Chinese, things of that nature, is chi. Comes from here, and you can extend it out. That's the beauty about it. What's number 6?
Strength.
Well, we've done all that. Okay. Well, that's what's 1? Balance. Number 2. Number 3.
Focus.
Number 4. Focus. Number 5. Speed. Number 6. And they complement themselves. What do you think number 7 is? Pardon?
Control.
You've already done that. That didn't come to that. Have you ever watched a cat kill a mouse? We went through all this fancy stuff to get the same job done, right?
Yes, sir.
Was that wasted energy? Yes, it was. All right, may I borrow you? Okay. You gotta be the mouse, I'm sorry. Just go around punch. Right. Go ahead, round punch. This is called a round punch. Watch, I'm gonna walk around the house. Go around punch, please. Good. Here, I'm not done. Here, I'm not done. Here, no, you can do all that stuff. I could have nailed it anytime. Who am I trying to impress? Wasted energy. Throw it around punch. Bam! It's over at that point. Keep it short and simple. Those that want to practice all this other good stuff that they read out of the book of Daniel, Daniel's son, all that good stuff, no. What is Daniel's son doing now? He's selling cars. The other guy, he's an alcoholic. What can I say? Get the job done. Anybody ever hear showing room? What's their motto? What's their philosophy? One strike kill. Put your boots up. Block. Boom! It's over. I went right between his hands. One strike, one kill. Kill sounds like a nobody word, isn't it? What are martial arts trained for? One individual. Oh, come on. You think? The gentleman on TV last night, he had no clue. All of you trained for one thing. You're not going to like the answer. That's to kill another human being. Am I right or wrong? Think about it. Have you learned how to break somebody's neck?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you learned how to take somebody's eyes away? Thank you very much. Yes, you have. We all have. I don't care what age. This young man been in martial arts, what, 7 years? Past 3 years, he was learning how to kill another human. His parents didn't know that until right then. But that's the bottom line. Why is that? If this was his father, put your hands on his throat, please, sir. All right? You got to save your father. At what cost? His death. You got to make the principles known. And I mean right then and there. All righty? Any questions? Okay. How difficult should the technique be? Oh, come on now. What's number 7? Short and simple. You get in there and get the job done. If I want to take this individual down today, piece of cake. I don't care how strong he is. It's just like a knife fight. I'm going to get hurt in the process. But he's going to bleed to death from this whole side. I'm not going to penetrate the skin. But what I can do is make sure that the contact will destroy his jugular. And then he will bleed again. If he threw a round punch, go ahead and throw it here. I stop the action. He's telling me, I've got a vessel under here. If you hit it, I'll be dead. 10, 20 seconds. You could be in a hospital, they can't save you. It's the axillary artery. Hit that bad boy, it's about as big as your thumb. You hit that, he's gone. You learn all of these things. If you don't know them, give me a call. If you're ever in town, come on by the house. We'll go over all these things. I don't mind sharing. He won't mind sharing. If you're in Oklahoma, if he's not out on his job, he doesn't mind sharing. All these masters will do that. And masters, if you haven't trained like that, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help you. All right? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Hey guys, I called a second to catch up with the man who make all of this possible, Grandmaster Rankin. How are you?
I am doing extremely well, thank you.
Good. My first time is definitely a pleasure, and it's been fun. And actually, I'm learning. I'm very surprised.
Well, what we try to do is bring everybody together, whether they're a martial artist or not. It's just like if you go into a smorgasbord, you're not quite sure what you're going to eat. So we have a little bit of sample of everything. Most of the styles or the presenters, they try to have their particular thing for anyone. If you were thinking about joining the martial arts in any phase, this would be an opportunity to taste a little bit. And it's been working over, well, this is our 21st year.
Well, I can honestly tell you, today did it for me. Yesterday I had a slight headache because I had not eaten properly before getting on the road. So when I got here, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm over it. I'm going upstairs. But today, I was like, my jaw was literally dropped. I was excited. I was learning. I can honestly say I took something from each person. So how did you get into martial arts?
Well, I got involved in the martial arts when I was in Vietnam. I did patrols with the Koreans, went out on patrol. There was only 2 of us Americans and 6 of those guys. It was supposed to be just to get us familiarized with the country. And so it was just a short mission just to go out and to come back. We were told by Intel that there's no VC, no Viet Cong in the area. However, as Intel has it, it's not always true. We're going out and there just happened to be a VC patrol out at the same time. There was a clearing and it's like 2 entities hit at the same time. Well, the Koreans, what they were doing, it was all hand-to-hand stuff against the enemy. Myself and my partner, we couldn't shoot because we didn't know who was going to get shot. And within a few moments, these guys did a number on there was about 6 VC. And so from that point on, I became a believer. As we got back to the compound, I asked permission if I could go train with these guys. Their compound was about half a mile away. And so it's just like I go down there, I ask the lieutenant, I'd like to train with you guys. And then, you know, it's just like, Mama, can I do this? Go ask your daddy. Daddy, if your mama says, so I'm going back and forth, I said, okay, this is what I want to do. And I go back down to the Korean compound and says, I got approval from everybody. Little bitty guy. He looked at me from head to toe and come back again. 2 hours later, I woke up. I don't know what he did, how he did it. I didn't have any hurt spot, but he knocked me out. And I was on the ground for 2 hours. And he come back. I woke up. He says, you ready for training? I said, yes, sir. He said, that was day 1. Come back tomorrow. And I did. I learned a great deal. Then it came in handy several times. So not only the hand-to-hand, but they also taught me how to use a blade if it come down to that. And I had to use it one time.
And how many years ago was that?
Well, that was back in 67.
Okay, so
67
fast forward
and
now.
68, yeah.
Yeah, so fast forward now, you hosted a Hall of Fame. It was all worth it.
It was. I had no aspirations to do what I'm doing today. The good Lord has been with me every step of the way, and it's been great. I've met some terrific people. I've been able to promote, teach, and help other folks stay alive. Oh yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Well, I can tell by your followers that they really enjoy it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I want to sign up, but I really enjoy being in the company.
Well, your friend is an outstanding martial artist.
Is he now?
Yes, he is. I've known him for several years. All he has to do, and it's hard to teach somebody that you really care about, how to teach and not be overcritical. I've been guilty on that. My late wife, when she was one of my students, I became overcritical because I am the master, and she says, if you keep this up, I'm not training anymore. I said, whoa. So that was an eye-opener. If your friend can be less critical and be more supportive of your needs, I think you ought to go there. I really do.
From the mouth of the Grandmaster friend, did you hear that? Grandmaster Makers, thank you so much for your time. It's
You're
been
very
fun, and I
welcome.
look forward to the rest of the ceremony.
And I think you'll enjoy it. We got some good-looking ladies doing some salsa, so it's going to be wonderful.
Okay,
It's going to be
we're
wonderful.
looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.